We're at the showroom, a very new showroom, in fact, of Masterpiece, the distributor of Harman Professional in the Middle East. Actually, it's quite a new sort of relationship, a new partnership that the two entities have established. Masterpiece is, of course, exhibiting at Perla in Town, Middle East from the 15th to the 17th of October at the Dubai World Trade Center, one of more than 50 exhibitors. And I'm joined by Simon Daniel, the General Manager of Masterpiece. Simon, thank you very much for joining us.
My pleasure too.
Very lovely showroom you have here, newly established this year.
Yes.
Let's talk about, first of all, the brands that you have here, and then following on from that, your agreements, your distribution agreement that you have with Harman Professional.
Yeah, currently I have the main brand is JBL here, where it will cater the whole for the rental sector and the install sector, and for the retail sector, which are actually the main core of that. And being that will be driven by the Crown amplifiers, which got even the Dante facility with that. And the whole thing controlled by the BSS, the DSP, and which is one of the very powerful one and very pretty from decades old that is there in the market. And it's one of the powerful and major, all the major projects have been done with Harman projects. And to support that for any live events, we have the Soundcraft mixers, which will do a great job with any of the things. And then with BSS, then we have DOD, DBX with the small processors, then the effect processor for the MIM market, and the Lexicon, the world famous effect processor, which is there even in the Soundcraft mixers. And obviously we are going to take care of the broadcast market too, having Studa with us. And we are catering all the broadcast, even the Dubai media. They are giving us a very big order for the Studa mixer. That's why we look forward to rather to serve the AV industry in this area.
Yeah, it is a very nice showroom here in Dubai, in the Dubai Airport Road. Let's talk about your distribution agreement that you have with Harman Professional, because that's also quite new, isn't it? Let's talk about in terms of the region that you're covering, the countries that you're covering, and future expansion, and what your plans are for the distribution of Harman Professional in the Middle East.
You know that Harman has been bought out by Samsung company, and the views are huge, and they look forward for a bigger market, and every year it has to be double the growth they expect. And so they look for the best people in the market and found my parental company, and they were very happy with that, and they have a very strong presence in the market regarding the retail. Actually, that's what Harman looks at it, the retail, touring, and the install sector, which is being the main prime thing. And they found that we are quite good in that. And they said, okay, we are the right partners. And actually now we have started off our office in Qatar, and our sales manager and engineers there, moving around to all the people, all the integrators. We are supporting them with tech support and designs and simulations, everything. Yeah.
And also you're moving to Saudi, you're going to expand into Saudi Arabia with sub-distributors in Bahrain as well?
Yes. In Saudi, maybe in the next 6 months, we'll be doing that. As you know, things are very difficult to have a presence there. We are talking about that, and we are moving forward with the Saudi. But as far as Bahrain, Kuwait, and these two countries, and Iraq and other places, we would like to have sub-distribution. We are already spoken to people. In Oman, we have our office. In Qatar, as I said, mentioned, we have our office. In all the sector and territories, we are taking care of it.
Quite an interesting thing about the showroom here in Dubai is that it's not just a showroom, is it? You will be doing training and workshop for consultants.
Exactly. Yeah, I would rather call this as a consultants workshop rather than a showroom, because I don't do any sort of a retail sales over here. It's not meant for that. So I given retail outlets to the chain of showrooms outside, and they will be doing that. Here, this is purely for training. Every week there will be trainings, every week. Even today, after this, we are having a training over here.
And are you looking at also distributing in the retail market as well?
Oh yes, yeah. It's into the retail channel. Almost all the showrooms around here, they have our product. I put them all down there, and anyone walking inside, they will see Harman products in the showroom. That's how I catered the thing. Our presence will be there all throughout the market here in the retail sector. And we are looking at the power retails outlet also, and to the online stores too.
Okay, so pretty much any channel you'll have some coverage there. You've already been involved with a few projects, particularly in hospitality, also entertainment. Where do you see future growth opportunities for Masterpiece and Harman Professional in the Middle East region in terms of industry verticals? We're talking about, obviously, entertainment's a big one. Broadcast, you mentioned that before, media, hospitality. Where do you see the sort of key growth areas?
Currently the main thing is going towards the hospitality sector. As you know, the Expo 2020 is coming. Lots of hotels are there, and we are working closely with the consultants to get the brand specified. It's not the specifying a brand. It's a thing that where any brand can cater all the requirements for a project that actually Harman suits in, and it fits into that thing. So they are more than happy to welcome Harman into the thing. And currently we are already done work with Le Méridien, then the first night hotel, then Legoland, and a couple of projects which is coming on over here in Qatar, Oman, everywhere.
Okay. Moving on to Perla and Sound Middle East, obviously you are exhibiting for the first time at the show, the region's dedicated trade fair for professional audio lighting and AV technology. What can visitors expect to see at the Masterpiece stands this year?
Yeah, of course we are there in the Pro Light and Sound, and we are bringing the Harman University people here, conducting the Harman University at the Pro Light and Sound. So everyone will have the privilege to get themselves certified from the Harman University. The great knowledge is being given to everyone, and whoever comes in, they'll get a wide knowledge on what Harman is doing, the new ones, the new products coming in. And we'll be enriching the people who are hungry for the knowledge.
Cool. On your background, obviously the general manager of Masterpiece, and it's obviously very exciting times ahead, I think, for Masterpiece and Harman Professional in the Middle East region. But let's talk a little bit about your background. How did you get into this industry, and what is your sort of experience in the AV, professional AV industry? Yeah,
I should talk about way back from India. I'm a manufacturer of music electronic organs. The only manufacturer in the whole of India was mine. And obviously, the Casio people came and joined and had a collaboration with the Indian company, one of the company, and Casio being a big giant computer company, and I couldn't sustain the competition. So I had to wind it up in 1998. So that's how I came here. I'm basically a hardcore electronics guy. So I joined the other companies here and started getting into the pro audio, because that's not a difficult thing for me, as I was a designer in my own company, in the lab. I was in the R&D section, so I knew what the sounds are. We were manufacturing same powered speakers, mixers, everything. We had it in the electronic organ, the musical keyboards. So that backing was there for me. So it was easy for me to get into it, and I was 100% successful because I could understand what the market needs and how it sounds. My ears were tuned to the sound, so that helped me out to come out through.
Final question, again, going back to Pro Light and Sound Middle East, who would you like to see at your stand, and in particular the Harman Professional University, in terms of visitor profiles, ideally? Who are you looking to meet at the show?
All the consultants and all the integrators and the touring people will be there for the thing. We have invited everyone for that.
Simon, thank you very much for your time, and we look forward to seeing you in Pro Light and Sound Middle East.
Well, thank you, it's my pleasure too. We'll be there.